Welcome back to NerdoloPlays. We went inside the wagon, and apparently there's Jody just
there's
staring
a
at us.
demon she's nearby.
I'm here for you. Hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody. Oh, the Withdrawn. The Withdrawn did spawn forth from the Wild Witch Milith, in whose vigilant pursuit of the unknown and the unknowable I always felt a certain kinship. Whether the Withdrawn were Milith's kin by blood or merely worshippers, we trusted one another not to ask or care. What mattered was that Milith chose the most audacious minds who stopped at nothing short of the impossible. Though ever distant, the Withdrawn revealed much to us such truths about the land which long lay hidden, even to one such as I. Their knowledge ever waking into new-found depths of consciousness, they lead us all to better know ourselves. In the words of Paul the Swallow, the accursed.
Dun dun dun!
And what's down here?
That's exactly
the Nine Triumvirates!
That's exactly where I am. We've done it.
Hooray!
So let me guess, the sparkling bit that you keep on seeing and trying to click is actually where the thing indicating where you've already been.
Do you not want to talk to Jody?
Of course I want to talk to Jody.
Do you want to talk as Jody?
You approach Jadariel, who seems to be busy explaining something to Sir Gilman. And so, fainting left against them proves to be reliable. They all lead with their right wings when they choose to strike. They're quick, but they can leave themselves quite vulnerable.
Such sage counsel, madame. This knight feels more emboldened. Should he ever again be forced to confront the high-wing remnants in single combat?
Pray you never shall. Being here, I suppose it is unlikely. She notices you then. Reader, the good knight and I were just comparing survival strategies we picked up on the blood border, reminiscing on old times, it could be called.
Indeed! The good Jadariel has volunteered to become this knight's master-at-arms. Should we ever achieve our liberty together, and this knight humbly accepted.
Oh. What? I said no such thing. I owe you nothing, worm.
Ah, but the finest lessons are the harshest made, madam. This knight is overjoyed that you would thusly train him as your protege.
Reader, spare me. Please.
I think Gilman has a crush.
You somehow managed to steer the subject back to military tactics.
This knight is most impressed with your familiarity with the finer points of being sliced into ribbons by the high-wing remnants, Master Reader.
Sir Gilman and Jadariel continue the conversation for some time. You sense they're in relatively good spirits, all things considered.
That's it?
Alright!
Well, shit, okay.
Yes, that's it! Do I
What's
gotta
Gertie doing
do
now?
anything? I can look at the planner again. Yeah.
No, good thing the tempers are down at the bottom again.
Well, I like how it's having prevailed more than all other triumvirates.
Another person.
So you'll need to pick someone up at some point. Sir Madley!
It's gonna be a hag.
It's
Continue
probably,
your journey.
actually. That or, oh, well, you already have a tree man.
Does he? Well,
Yeah.
I suppose. But
I
It's
have
time
a
to
man
take
that
off.
Oh, I can fail. Oh shit, that is too slow.
Yeah, remember you're following the arrow.
You think I'm paying attention to shit?
At some point, yes. Oh my god, Bailey! The pit of Belithe.
There's big birch roots.
We're not gonna see her.
A small bog dweller outpost.
Okay, so looks like
you just passed the landing
I
room.
don't care.
Bailey. Oh.
So near the border of the sandfolds where your companions first found you in the downside long ago. There's nothing more for you there, and you wish never to see it again.
Good.
You mean down here?
My god.
What?
Just you. The spring of Jomer has always flown forth from the crest carapace of Beelzebub, the legend of whose demises a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you have already read it in the book. Not all believe the book exists, of course. nor the great or titans, nor the rites. I have encountered exiles believing that this titan perished quite by accident, rather than by a cunning trap laid for it by Jomer Many. They took the titan for a common beast.
The sixth of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites.
God damn it! Perhaps the stars shine down upon out-of-the-way locals such as this one to ensure that they alone shall witness the proceedings. Okay, I think that's a sign of fucking land!
Giselle expressed interest in being here.
This route should be clear if you wish to pursue your vocations.
Vocations or
Something
fishing.
Tizo might dig
or
up.
fishing.
Honestly, I think you need your vocations.
Me too.
I think you're pretty good on items for the most part. Survey the Fallflat.
You volunteered to survey the barren wastes around the Black Wagon together with Tizo and May. Oh, I thought that was May doing it. Tizo was eager to come along with you and May. The search turns up nothing much of note, though wandering with Tizo and May provides reprieve from a long day on the road. Together you return to the wagon in somewhat better spirits. You should have time remaining in which you may pursue your vocations. So I've been doing a good amount of studying in private, forge for resources. But let me mentor, I think.
Yeah.
Who are you going to mentor?
I'm gonna take a look. Maybe Hedwin. Not Jody.
Definitely not May. Ooh.
May someday.
Tizo, you can't mentor.
I mean, you can.
Well, the green bar is what they gain.
Do Gilman or her
No, I thought the green bar is experience they gain.
from watching the rites?
Oh, is that so how long they've been watching?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
So
May's
as
been
you
watching,
can see, I've used May so much.
I think, once because you had to.
Hedwin?
Hedwin or.
Tamitha?
Hedward or. Yeah,
Hedward?
Hedwin or Pamitha.
Edward.
How do her?
Well, I'd get an extra point with her. I don't think that I would make it all the way to a point with him. That's fine then. Let us chat together for a spell. Pamitha gains a somewhat stronger grasp on how to better pass the celestial orb through strength of will and trust in one's crown than through dexterity alone. She nods in understanding. Slightly. All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. So I've got her with this one right now,
Yeah.
which is faster flying rather than 30% faster if you banish. Rapid dash or rapid dash.
Oh yeah.
Or instantly switch places with your nearest ally. I don't think I'm going to make use of that in any meaningful way. I like permanent 8 quickness versus that.
Yeah.
Let's do Shrike Dash.
This is still your.
You know that we can all feel your guidance when we have the orb, don't you, reader darling? Who wants to chat with me?
So!
I hear.
This is going to be interesting.
You observe Tizo rummaging about the Black Wagon as though in search of something. He notices you there and rushes up to greet you. Hooray! So glad that you're here. He was just reminiscing about old times. But just as quickly, he resumes his search. Tizo is looking for something a former exile of the Nightwings once gave to him. He's growing frustrated. The object he seeks is nowhere to be found. You almost do not notice the lone minstrel's approach.
Hello, I'm like Mr. Clean.
Right behind you.
I'm afraid that it is gone, Tizo. I'm very, very sorry. Reader, it is nothing that ought to be cause for much concern. Merely that Tizo has misplaced something of sentimental value to him.
It was just a spare bandage, he indicates, exactly like the one on his horn.
Tizo here has had many adventures with the Nightwings. Is that not so, Tizo?
He squawks in approval.
Those memories shall always stay with you. Is it not what matters most of all?
He confirms this as well.
Then please, do not worry yourself about it anymore. It is a symbol of a distant past, besides.
So skulks away up into the rafters. The lone minstrel watches him go.
The object that it seeks does not exist, reader. Tizo searches for it from a fleeting memory of its days with the Nightwings of the past. He performed the regular duties of other dragons at first, but soon distinguished himself. I was none too surprised. He was clearly special. God damn it. He had grown close with the other members of the Nightwings when misfortunes fell, and the triumvirate fell apart. Perhaps Wolfred has revealed to you more of the details.
He has, but I don't remember them.
As for Tizo, I feel he must make peace with the shadows of his past, somehow. Perhaps then he shall cease. I can't do it with my tongue stuck in my fucking teeth! Cease searching! Fucking ceases!
Can you say cease and desist?
Cease and desist. These are easier. You need not worry for him, of course. He is resilient and shall always serve the Nightwings well. You might say that he was born for it. Begging your pardon, reader.
Gucci. The Lord Minstrel excuses himself in a polite way, leaving you to consider what he said. Roster bio updated. Tizo. Ah, yes.
New Tizo biography.
Biography. So I've got her still. Still no idea what's going on with this.
Past drive-in.
Perfect. There are a lot of imps in the downside, but few, if any, are like this one. In fact, he seems to be descended from the most famous imp of them all. Tizo is older than he appears and drove the Black Wagon of the Nightwings for many years, learning much about the Rites while traveling with the Triumvirate. But when misfortune fell, he disappeared. He re-emerged years later, having become an integral part of Wolfred's plan, and to serve as a liaison between Wolfred and a certain band of exiles whom he entrusted.
I want to see what past driving means, or says for it.
I think it just describes what a drive-in is.
Imps specially trained to operate the intricate machinery in the Black Wagons of the downside. They are born and raised in the downside to operate Black Wagons and keep the other fauna well in check. That's about the best I've got. What else is everybody else doing? Gilman is staying hydrated. Watching the skies, doing minor repairs, staring into the distance. Nearby. Picking at her food. And
liberated.
Nearby.
And liberated.
And liberated.
Continue your journey back into the spring of Jilmer.
Jilmer. You are to conduct the rites here soon against Manly and the Chastity.
I suppose I should do Manly.
En route to the spring of Jilmer, the wagon comes to a sudden halt. That does it. I am leaving. The cause of Jadario's outburst soon becomes apparent. Well, reader darling, at least some of us know how to take a joke, wouldn't you say? Look, she was reminiscing once again about her soldier days, and I just happened to point out... I may have suggested the fiery destruction of the Spiral Sanctum happened on her former unit's watch. Burned down remains of the old capital of the Commonwealth remains stand as a warning for those who would seek to spread forbidden knowledge. I mean, didn't it? Not that she would have made much of a difference had she been there herself. She ought to thank the saint that she was spared by her exile here.
Okay.
That's the heartbeat of the 8 scribes. I thought she held no love for your Commonwealth. I shall never understand what it is your people ever saw in that dreadful place, but I guess I hit a sore spot.
Yeah, I wouldn't send her back.
I should probably apologize. She swoops off. There's no sign of either one of them. You organize a small search, proves fruitless, but then Jadario returns, alone, as if nothing happened. Did she kill her? She is back to her calm self. Let us continue. I regret the interruption.
Oh, never mind.
Tabitha soon comes back as well. Oh, don't you worry, darling. I have definitely patched things up between us. Honest. At least, I think perhaps I didn't make things worse.
They fucked.
She returns to her business in the wagon. You make ready to resume your travels, but make a note to follow up with them.
Yeah! Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supermarket.
Okay. We're at the end of our time limit, and I know this is right before a rite.
No.
But listen, we'll do the stuff at the beginning of the next episode. We might have a little bit of a longer episode next time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how you are enjoying this, and Bailey's hating me right now. Anyway, see you guys next time.
Bye.